Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to this week's Quarantine Tarantino movie quiz. Hello, if anyone's joining us for the first time, we cover all genres of films. Hello everyone, let yourself be known in the comment section. Hello everyone, how are you all doing? What's everyone been watching this week? Has everyone seen the new Tenet trailer? What does everyone think of that? I loved it. I'm not as big a fan as when I first saw the Inception movie trailer for the first time. But I absolutely did love the trailer for Tenet. Thought it was quality. And how does everyone feel about the news of Zack Snyder's Justice League finally getting a release next year? How does everyone feel about that? How are we all doing? Hello, Mum. Hello, Mark. Mark at the top last week. Hello, the James family are back. They're here with Abby too. Hello, Abby. Hello, David. Hello, Elsa. I was thinking you could be the Godfather. For your team. Hello, the Wolbies are here again. Hello. If you're here for the first time, you can comment in the YouTube section. So do comment in the comment section. The comments are live. Just keep it nice and clean, everyone. We're starting in about 4 minutes' time, so you have time to obviously message everyone who want to play and let everyone get signed in. So hello, Nikki and Mo. Good to see you again. Hello, Tim. Hello. The Hot Rods are here, or the Rod Kimballs, should I say? The Rod Kimballs are in the house. Start thinking of your team names if you haven't already done so. So think of any movie-themed puns if you can. I'll do like a movie-themed pun or anything related to that. Hello, Danny. Hello, Ben. How's it going? Team BS is in the house. Hello. So the team tonight for Mark is going to be Mark, Claire, Callie. Callie's going to be helping with a lot of the Disney round, then I take it. Got George, got Dara, we've got Sophie and Harry as well. It's a big team there. Hello, Jamie. Good to see you again. Jamie, part of the Quarantinos. Good to see you. When Harry Met Callie, that's a great title, Mark. Yeah, that's it. Great title. That's winning so far. Best name of a quiz team, I'd say. Mark's team's gonna get smashed according to Danny. Right. So yeah. So everyone, get your drinks ready. What's everyone drinking? I am drinking a movie themed beer as always. I'm drinking a Clockwork Tangerine, the Kubrick classic, the IPA here. So yeah, it's very nice. So. Cheers, everyone, and cheers. Well, today would have been the day of Joe and Sean's wedding. Unfortunately, because of the situation, that wedding had to be postponed until next year. But to Joe and Sean, everyone, let's raise a drink to them. We wish you all the best. I know you can't get married today, but we'll be with you next year. So to you for next year. And Danny and Anna are Dumb and Dumber. Great. Good stuff, Jamie. Got the Pangalactic Gargle Blasters all round. All right, cool. All right, so Nick's team this week is no longer the Incredibles. You're the Six of a Kind. Okay, then Six of a Kind. Very nice. Right, we're going to get started in about 2 minutes, everyone. So this is your 2-minute warning before we get started with the rules and the introduction. So get your team ready. Make sure everyone's all logged in. Make sure everyone's got their. If you're playing by Zoom, I recommend one person streaming it and everyone else kind of like playing on their stream. The Brits are in the house. Good to see you, Nat and Steve. Good to see you. We'll have a quick... we're going to do the round slightly different this week, actually. So there's a slight different twist. There's still genre rounds. There's still a general knowledge round in movies. But there's a slight different twist on today's one. There we go here, mate. So you've got Michael Scott's Fat Runners for the Cure. Okay, then, James. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right, then. So in 1 minute time, we're going to get started. Oh, we've got a full house for the Jameses now. So good to see you, Sam and Sammy. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Here we are. We'll get started in 1 minute, everyone. This is your 1 minute warning before we get started. Remember, you'll need a few things. You'll need yourself a drink. You'll need yourself a pen. You'll need yourself some paper to write on. And you'll also need yourself a Joker card. So that's all you need for this quiz. Those of you playing for the first time. Okay, then. Right. So... it is almost time, everyone. Gemma's just making a note of everyone's team names. So here we are. Let's get this party started. I do believe it's now 5 past, so let's get started. So, good evening, YouTube. This is not a test. This is rock and roll. Time to rock it from the Delta to the DMZ. Welcome to the 6th week of the Quarantine Tarantino movie quiz. I am your movie quiz host, Jamie Fisher, aka Quiz T and Bale. Now, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss out on the new videos each week. You can follow me on Instagram at Jamie Fisher TV, and you can also follow the page as well at the Lock-In Pub on Instagram too. You can also stay up to date on the Quarantine Tarantino quiz on Facebook at facebook.com/the Lock-In Pub. Now, a quick recap of the rules for any first-time viewers. The first rule of Quarantine Tarantino is you don't talk about the answers in the comment section. The second rule is you have one Joker card which you can nominate to use before you play a round. That round then means that any points you double. To play it, simply show your card to your competitors, write Joker in the comment section, or turn to the person you're playing against and say, "Why so serious?" Now, you can only use the Joker card once, so pick your rounds wisely. Now, there are 5 rounds in total, each with 10 questions, all worth 1 point each. There are no half points for any questions. So use full names for any actors, characters, and film titles, and make sure that you specify the correct sequel, as there's a very big difference between The Hangover and its sequels. The only thing that you need after a hangover is a Barocca. Now, please keep the comments in the comment section clean, please. The only trolls in this quiz should be related to the film. You will need to be signed into a YouTube account, however, if you want to make any comments. And please let me know who you are, as obviously that'll be your YouTube name. I want to know who your name is and who's in your team. And also I want to know your team name as well. So get thinking. The long quiz goodnight would be my team name if I were playing, but I'm not. Unfortunately, Ben Shepherd was too busy to host this week. I'm going to read out each question twice, and I have a quick recap of the questions at the end of the round before moving on to the next. I'll read out the questions to the first 3 rounds before going on to their answers, and then I'll read out the last 2 rounds and their answers so we can find out who the winners are. Now, there are 5 rounds in total, each with 10 questions, so 60 points in total are up for grabs. Remember, your Joker card will double the points in one of those rounds. Thank you for everyone who played along live last week. It was the first time we've ever had a 3-way tiebreaker. In 5th place, with 45 points, were Joker card, aka Sophie, Dara, George, and Mark. Well done. First time at the top, and you have an extended team this week, and you've also got a new team name as well. So you've got when Harry Mccallister this week, so that's your new team name. In 4th place, smashing it with 48 points, were Rod Kimball, aka Tim, Serena, Nikki, and Mo. Charlie and Teddy should have stayed on the hot rods. In 3rd place, with the joint high score of 52 points, were previous winners, the Quarantinos, aka Dan, Jess, Mickey, Elza, and Jamie. Congratulations. Podium finishers every week. Well done. In 2nd place, just losing out on the tiebreaker were Team BS, aka Ben, Sarah, and Scott. Congratulations, because that's the first time you kind of collectively played together as a team. So well done for getting there in the top spot there. But in 1st place, after having a week off, were the founding fathers. That is Harry, Andre, Phil, Colin, and Declan, who returned to the top. Will they manage to retain their title? Let's see what this week's rounds are. Do not believe that the founding fathers are playing this week, so we could have new winners this week. Okay then. So this week I've gone with a traditional pub quiz theme. It's got a slight twist to it though. So the first round will be movie general knowledge with a theme linking the answers together like I usually do. The second round is music, or should I say music that appears in films. The 3rd round is sports-based films. The 4th round is history, aka things that happened in real life, or things that are, a recreation of events that actually happened, or might be biopics, for example. And the final round is food and drink that appears in movies. Now, I've come here to chew bubblegum and quiz ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Let's get this quiz started. So, round 1 is called The Room. The first round is general knowledge with the questions spread in all genres. To help you out, all the answers have a common theme. They contain everyday household items that can be found in a room. Spoons! I want full names for any movies, actors, directors, etc. Where appropriate, don't just write spoons. Now, if you feel that you have a pretty general film knowledge and you love spoons, play your Joker card now. play that Joker card. If you feel like you've got good general knowledge and you don't want to play it on the other round, this might be your round. Play your Joker card now. Let yourself be known in the comment section. Hello, Tyler, joining the Quarantinos this week. Hello, the Psychos. Hello, Mum. Hello, Dad. Hello, Diane. And hello, Maria and Chloe. Hello, who else we got here? We got, here we go, good stuff. So we've got the Mark playing his Joker card. We've got Ben playing the Joker card. Good stuff. So that's the, are you still going by Team BS, Ben? So yes, no, you're not. You're going by, you're Quizzard Harry. Oh, great name there, Ben. Good stuff. Okay, this is your 5-second countdown to throw in that Joker card. Anyone else? Let yourself be known now. Okay, then. So the Rod Kimballs are throwing in their Joker card. They're good stuff. Right. So no more Joker cards. This is your first round. Everyone get your paper and pen ready and your beers, obviously, as well. And here we go then. Right. So first question. Question number 1. Who played Carlito's lawyer Kleinfeld in Carlito's Way? I'll repeat that again. So question 1, who played Carlito's lawyer Kleinfeld in Carlito's Way? Question number 2, what 2019 whodunit stars Daniel Craig as a detective investigating the murder within an eccentric family? Question 2 again. What 2019 whodunit stars Daniel Craig as a detective investigating the murder within an eccentric family? There's been a murder. All right. Question number 3. Angela Lansbury stars as an apprentice witch in what Walt Disney family classic? Question number 3 again. Angela Lansbury stars as an apprentice witch in what Walt Disney family classic? Remember, everyone, all these questions contain the answer of a household item within them somewhere. Question number 4. What was the third and concluding part of M. Night Shyamalan's Israel 177 trilogy? So any fans of M. Night Shyamalan may have seen the posters for this week looking like The Sixth Sense. So this is your question for you this week. Question number 4 again. What was the third and concluding part in M. Night Shyamalan's Israel 177 trilogy? Question number 5. Meryl Streep plays Margaret Thatcher in what 2011 biopic? Question 5 again. Meryl Streep plays Margaret Thatcher in what 2011 biopic? Question number 6. These go to 11 is a quote from what comedy rockumentary? Question number 6 again. These go to 11 is a quote from what comedy rockumentary? Question number 7. Denzel Washington, Gary Oldman, and Mila Kunis star in what post-apocalyptic film? Question number 7 again. Denzel Washington, Gary Oldman, and Mila Kunis star in what post-apocalyptic film? Question number 8. Bob Hoskins stars as a tune-hating detective in what Robert Zemeckis movie? Question number 8 again. Bob Hoskins stars as a tune-hating detective in what Robert Zemeckis movie? Question number 9. What actress won an Oscar for her performance in the Johnny Cash biopic Walk the Line? Question 9 again. What actress won an Oscar for her performance in the Johnny Cash biopic Walk the Line? Question number 10, the final question of the round. Director Tim Burton and actor Johnny Depp have collaborated on 8 films together, but what was their first feature film together? Question 10 again. Burton and actor Johnny Depp have collaborated on 8 films together, but what was their first feature film? So I'll have a quick recap of those 10 questions. Remember, each of these answers contain a household item within the name. So question number 1 was, who played Carlito's lawyer Kleinfeld in Carlito's Way? Question 2 was, what 2019 whodunit stars Daniel Craig as a detective investigating the murder within an eccentric family? Question 13, question 3, Angela Lansbury stars as an apprentice witch in what Walt Disney Family classic? Question 4 was the third part of the M. Night Shyamalan's Israel 177 trilogy. Question 5 was the biopic where Meryl Streep played Margaret Thatcher. Question number 6 was, these go to 11. Where does that appear? What is that a quote from? What rockumentary should I say? Question 7, Denzel Washington, Gary Oldman, and Mila Kunis star in what post-apocalyptic film? Question 8 was, Bob Hoskins stars as a tune-hating detective in what Robert Zemeckis movie? Question 9 was, what actress won an Oscar for her performance in the Johnny Cash biopic Walk the Line? And question 10 was, director Tim Burton and Johnny Depp have collaborated on 8 films together, but what was their first feature film? Cool. So that's the end of the first round, everyone. I'm instantly regretting this big jacket on today's. Oh, it's so hot. I'm probably going to take this off after the third round because it's way too hot. But anyway, moving on to round 2. Round 2 is called You Know the Score. Now, this round is all music-based. So from musicals to original soundtracks and scores, music has turned great movie moments into epic movie moments that live with us forever. To save getting sued or having my videos muted, I'll be asking you questions about the music. Damn my zero-budget production values. So if you feel that your song titles, your composers or musicals, and that's your strong points, then sing Joker now. Or write Joker in the comment section. So let's see who's playing their Joker card. So the Psychos are throwing in their Joker card. Anyone else? Anyone else throwing in their Joker card? If you want to play your Joker card, throw it in now. These are going to be based on songs that appear in movies, musicals. It will be based on soundtracks, composers. Anytime someone sings in a movie, that sort of stuff. So if that's your kind of, your strong point, throw in your Joker card now. It's your 5-second warning. It looks like just the Psychos are throwing their Joker card in for this round. Okay, good stuff then. So let's get started with round 2. Question number 1. Marshall Mathers won an Oscar in 2003 for what song that featured on the 8 Mile original soundtrack? Tarantino's just getting in there with the just before I started the first question. So repeat that going again. Question number 1. Marshall Mathers won an Oscar in 2003 for what song that features on the 8 Mile original soundtrack? Marshall Bruce Mathers III is his full name. Question number 2. What song appears in the opening sequences of both Mean Streets and Dirty Dancing? So I'm just after the song title for this one. Well done if you managed to get the artist as well, but I'll repeat that question again. What song appears in the opening sequences for both Mean Streets and Dirty Dancing? Well done if you get the artist as well, but I'm just after the title for this one. So you just need to write the title to score point on that first question. Or second question, sorry. Question number 3. Which legendary composer scored Psycho, Citizen Kane, Vertigo, Cape Fear, and Taxi Driver? So those of you who know your film composers, this could be your question. Question number 3 again. Which legendary composer scored Psycho, Citizen Kane, Vertigo, Cape Fear, and Taxi Driver? And just to clarify, that's the original Cape Fear, although his score has also been used in the Scorsese remake afterwards as well. So that's question number 3. Question number 4. The 2019 Danny Boyle film Yesterday sees the protagonist Jack Malik taking credit for what band's body of work? Question number 4 again. The 2019 Danny Boyle film Yesterday sees the protagonist Jack Malik taking credit for what band's body of work? Question number 5. City of Stars, Audition, and A Lovely Night are all songs that feature in what hit Damien Chazelle musical? Question number 5 again. City of Stars, Audition, and A Lovely Night are all songs that feature in what hit Damien Chazelle musical? Question number 6. Bat Dance, Party Man, Scandalous, and The Arms of Orion are all songs that feature on the 1989 Batman soundtrack. This album also doubles as a studio album for which American recording artist? Question number 6 again. Bat Dance, Party Man, Scandalous, and The Arms of Orion are all songs that feature on the 1989 Batman soundtrack. This album also doubles as a studio album by which American recording artist? Question number 7. I'm Gonna Love Me Again is a 2019 Oscar-winning collaboration by Taron Egerton and what artist? Question number 7 again. I'm Gonna Love Me Again is a 2019 Oscar-winning collaboration by Taron Egerton and what artist? Question number 8. Cool Runnings, The Lion King, Kung Fu Panda, True Romance, and Inception all feature music by which composer? Those films again. This is for question 8. Cool Runnings, The Lion King, Kung Fu Panda, True Romance, and Inception all feature music by which composer? Question number 9. Pharrell Williams' hit song Happy features in what animated feature film? Question number 9 again. Pharrell Williams' hit song Happy features in what animated feature film? Question number 10. Saturday Night Fever features an original soundtrack with music by the Bee Gees. But what song do Tony and Stephanie dance to in their climatic competition performance at the end of the film? Question number 10 one more time. Saturday Night Fever features an original soundtrack with music by the Bee Gees. But what song do Tony and Stephanie dance to in their climatic competition performance? So a quick recap of those questions. Question number 1 was Marshall Mathers won an Oscar in 2003 for what song that featured on the 8 Mile original soundtrack? Question 2, What song appears in both the opening sequences of Mean Streets and Dirty Dancing? Question 3. Which legendary composer scored Psycho, Citizen Kane, Vertigo, Cape Fear, and Taxi Driver? Question 4. The 2019 Danny Boyle film Yesterday sees the protagonist Jack Malik taking credit for what band's body of work? Question 5 was City of Stars, Audition, and A Lovely Night are all songs that feature on what hit Damien Chazelle musical? Question 6 was Bat Dance, Party Man, Scandalous, and The Arms of Orion are all songs that feature on the 1989 Batman soundtrack. This album also doubles as a studio album by which American recording artist? Question 7. I'm Gonna Love Me Again is a 2019 Oscar-winning collaboration by Taron Egerton and what artist? Question 8. Cool Runnings, The Lion King, Kung Fu Panda, True Romance, and Inception all feature music by which composer? Question 9. Pharrell Williams' hit song Happy features in what animated feature film? And finally, question 10. Saturday Night Fever features an original soundtrack with music by the Bee Gees, but what song do Tony and Stephanie dance to in their climatic competition performance at the end of the film? Right, so that's the end of round 2. Right, so moving on to round 3 then. So round 3 is called the Quizarty Kid. So this is our sports round of the week. Now, don't worry, it's not strictly a sports round. It's a movie round featuring questions about sports films. So if you give a mighty duck about sports films, play your Joker card. Now, play that Joker card. If this is your round, if you like sports films, if you're, say, for example, maybe called Hot Rod, I don't know, maybe you do like a sports film. But if you love your sports films, play your Joker card now. Oh, the Jameses are playing their Joker card. Good to see. The Warburtons are playing their Joker card. Good to see. Good to see. Good stuff. Yep, the Jameses playing the Joker card. Yep. Good stuff. Right. So I'm going to give you a quick countdown of 5 seconds before I go into this round. Remember, all these questions are all based on sports films. Right. So don't worry, Jess. I know you know nothing about sports, but don't worry. That's why I've done a round based on sports films to help out some of you. So those of you who don't know anything about sports, you might actually still do well on this round. So you might be surprised by yourselves. But anyway, here we go. First question. So, question 1. South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone star in what 1998 hybrid sports comedy? Question number 1 again. South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone star in what 1998 hybrid sports comedy? Question number 2, sorry. Darren Aronofsky's The Wrestler sees which actor play Randy the Ram Robinson in the lead role? Question 2 again. Darren Aronofsky's The Wrestler sees which actor play Randy the Ram Robinson in the lead role? Question number 3. In Mike Bassett, England manager, what is the final score against Mexico? So think about that legendary halftime speech. What happened after that? Question 3 again. In Mike Bassett, England manager, what is the final score against Mexico? Question number 4. In 2017's tennis biopic Bjorg McEnroe, who played the role of John McEnroe? Question number 4 again. In 2017's tennis biopic Bjorg McEnroe, who played the role of John McEnroe? Question number 5. What Clint Eastwood directed rugby epic stars Morgan Freeman and Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Question number 5 again. What Clint Eastwood directed rugby epic stars Morgan Freeman and Matt Damon? Question number 6. Bend It Like Beckham features an early performance by which Pirates of the Caribbean star? Question number 6 again. Bend It Like Beckham features an early performance by which Pirates of the Caribbean star? Question number 7. Who stars as Adonis Creed in the Rocky spin-off movies? Question number 7 again. Who stars as Adonis Creed in the Rocky spin-off movies? Question number 8. The Damned United is the story of Brian Clough's 44-day reign as the coach of what football club? Question number 8 again. The Damned United is the story of Brian Clough's 44-day reign as the coach of what football club? Question number 9. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. It's a quote from what sports movie? Question number 9 again. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Is a quote from what sports movie? And finally, question number 10. What character does Bill Murray play in Space Jam? Question number 10 again was what character does Bill Murray play in Space Jam? All right, so a quick recap of that round again before we go through all the answers. Question number 1 was South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone star in what 1998 hybrid sports movie? Question 2. Darren Aronofsky's The Wrestler sees which actor play Randy the Ram Robinson in the lead role? Question 3. In Mike Bassett's England manager, what is the final score against Mexico? Question number 4. In 2017's tennis biopic Bjorg McEnroe, who played the role of John McEnroe? Question 5. What Clint Eastwood directed rugby epic story stars Morgan Freeman and Matt Damon? Question number 8. Bend It Like Beckham features an early performance by which Pirates of the Caribbean star? Question 7. Who stars as Adonis Creed in the Rocky spin-off movies? Question number 8. The Damned United is the story of Brian Clough's 44-day reign as the coach of what football club? And question number 9. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Is a quote from what sports movie? And question number 10. What character does Bill Murray play in Space Jam? So right there are your 10 questions there. There we go. So I think we can go through the answers now, everyone. So if you're playing on WhatsApp, send over all your answers so you can all mark and make sure no one's cheating. Otherwise, we just can go through this. Like I said, another quiz is don't cheat. There's no point. There are no prizes. You're not going to get your hands on these Joker cards. You know, they're mine. That's the one prop I do have to do this quiz. So there are no prizes other than playing and, you know, just being the best person at your mate. So there we go. So you just play between your friends and family. That's all I say. There are no prizes. There's nothing in cheating here. So here we go. Are you ready for your answers, everyone? Right. So round 1 was The Room, which was the general knowledge round where everything was based on things that you'd find in a room, for example, or a room of the house. So question number 1 was, who played Carlito's lawyer Kleinfeld in Carlito's Way? That was Sean Penn. Sean Penn with a double N. So I'm a big fan of that film. I think it's very underrated. Everyone always goes on about Brian De Palma's Scarface and The Untouchables and whatnot, but I love Carlito's Way. That's, you know, I think that's very underrated, that film, and I do love it a lot. But yeah, Sean Penn's brilliant in that film, if you haven't seen it. Question number 2. What 2019 whodunit stars Daniel Craig as a detective investigating the murder within an eccentric family? Again, really good film. If you haven't seen it, I'd definitely recommend it, especially when it comes onto the streaming services soon. It's definitely worth checking it out. That is Knives Out. Knives Out. This is the answer to number 2. Question number 3. Angela Lansbury stars as an apprentice witch in what Walt Disney family classic? That was Bedknobs and Broomsticks. There you go. Bedknobs and Broomsticks were the answer to number 3. Question number 4. What was the third and concluding part of M. Night Shyamalan's Israel 177 trilogy? Possibly the biggest tongue twister in the whole quiz for me to read out, but I did well, got through there. So the first part in the trilogy was Unbreakable. The second part is Split. And the third and final part is Glass, which is nowhere near as good as the other 2 parts. But let me put it that way. Absolutely love Unbreakable. Split I thought was incredible. When I saw the twist at the end, I was blown away, like the first time I'd ever seen M. Night Shyamalan's film. Hadn't been like that in years. And then Glass was just... Anyway, moving on. Question number 5. Meryl Streep plays Margaret Thatcher in what 2011 biopic? That was in The Iron Lady. The Iron Lady is the answer to number 5. Question number 6. These go to 11 is a quote from what comedy rockumentary? That was This Is Spinal Tap. This Is Spinal Tap was the answer to number 6. These go to 11 is the quote from that film, from when they're testing out the amps. These only go to 10, but they've made 10 louder. Question number 7. Denzel Washington, Gary Oldman, and Mila Kunis star in what post-apocalyptic film? That was The Book of Eli, which is on my list of films that I do need to watch. I've got it downloaded, ready to watch now, and I might watch it soon. Ben says, oh, Knives Out was your favourite film of last year. It was in my top 3, I have to admit. I did really like Knives Out. It was really unsuspected. I did really enjoy it. Good classic film. It's like one that it's a good film you can watch the whole family. I think I really did enjoy Knives Out. Question number 8, sorry. Bob Hoskins, the late great Bob Hoskins, stars as a tune-hating detective in what Robert Zemeckis movie? That was Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Who Framed Roger Rabbit was the answer to number 8. Oh, George, not a fan of Knives Out, no? Oh, no, I was a big fan by that. I think the problem may have been that there was a Stonehenge monument on the stage that was in danger of being crushed by a dwarf. Okay. Question number 9. What actress won an Oscar for her performance in the Johnny Cash biopic Walk the Line? Those of you who've listened to the intro of this round may have got the clues. That was Reese Witherspoon. Reese Witherspoon was the answer to number 9. Question number 10. Director Tim Burton and actor Johnny Depp have collaborated on 8 films together, but what was their first feature film together? That was, I haven't seen this film in years, I need to rewatch it. It was Edward Scissorhands. There we go. So how did everyone get on in that first round, everyone? Yeah. 20 out of 20, use your Joker card. Well done. Are you still Rod Kimball this week, Tim? Are you still Rod Kimball or are you Hot Rod? What's your name this week? Are we going to do Stonehenge tomorrow? Rod Kimball played our Joker card round 120. Oh, yes. Yes, well done. Well done, Nikki. Well done, Nikki and Tim. Nick, 10 out of 10. Smashing it, Nick. Yes. Mum, 5 out of 10. Well done. Half of them. Yeah, Rod Kimball today. Good to see Tim. And the Warburton's got 6. Good score there. Well done. Right, should we move on to round 2 then, everyone? Unless there's any more scores to come. Right, so round 2 was all the Quarantinos got 9 out of 10. Danny's got 5 out of 10. So we have had 2 people get full marks in that last round. So Rod Kimball's team got 4 marks and used the Joker card. And the Metsons, is this, what's their team name again? The Six of a Kind. 6 of a Kind are on 10. So doing very well there. Oh, the Jamesy's got 9. Well done. Okay, so we got the Brodies in there as well. Cool. Right, so round 2 then. So going into round 2, well done, Sam. 9 out of 10. Good stuff. For Malcolm and Dennis, got 8 out of 10. Very good scores coming in here. Right, so round 2. Marshall Bruce Mathers III, aka Eminem, won an Oscar in 2003 for "Lose Yourself." There we go. Apparently his mum's spaghetti is not very good, but yeah, he got an Oscar for that song, and he didn't even turn up to the award ceremony, but he did turn up to the Oscars last year to kind of perform it on the anniversary of, I think it was like 17 years or so of him winning the Oscar, and he felt bad about not originally going to the Oscars. So there we go. So "Lose Yourself" was the answer to question 1 in round 2. Question 2, what song appears in the opening sequences of both Mean Streets and Dirty Dancing? That was Be My Baby, Be My Baby by the Ronettes. Be My Baby is the title of that song, in case you didn't catch it from my terrible singing. So question 2, Be My Baby by the Ronettes is the answer to number 2. And Be My Baby is all you needed to score a point there. You didn't have to write the Ronettes, but well done if you did. Question number 3. Which legendary composer scored Psycho, Citizen Kane, Vertigo, Cape Fear, and Taxi Driver? That was Bernard Herrmann. So yeah, Bernard Herrmann, I think the last film that he scored was Taxi Driver. I think he went to the screening of that and then passed away the following day. He finished the score of it in the post, and that was one of the last things he did before he passed away. And Cape Fear, those of you who haven't seen it, I do highly recommend the remake with the Scorsese remake with Robert De Niro. That's a very good film. Very, very good film. I need to rewatch it again. But those of you who haven't seen it, you might know the score from that film from The Simpsons. So the Sideshow Bob's score, or the Sideshow Bob theme from The Simpsons, is actually the Cape Fear theme as well. So those of you who are Simpsons fans, you'll know your Sideshow Bob theme. That's actually Bernard Herrmann's score for Cape Fear. Question number 4. The 2019 Danny Boyle film Yesterday sees the protagonist Jack Malik taking credit for what band's body of work? That was The Beatles. The Beatles is the answer to number 4. Number 5. So question number 5. City of Stars. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics. Audition and A Lovely Night are all songs that feature in what Damien Chazelle musical? City of Stars and Audition, I think, were both nominated for the Best Song Oscar. And I think City of Stars actually ended up winning that Oscar. And it was by Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone in La La Land. Although it was the composers who got the Oscar, but they were the vocalists. La La Land is the answer to question number 5. Question number 6. Any 80s babies or 70s babies would love this question. This question would have been right up their street. Anyone who's anything higher than a Gen Z, so any Gen Ys and Gen Ys and Gen Zs out there probably won't have got this one. But Bat Dance, Party Man, Scandalous, and The Arms of Orion are all songs that feature on what 1989 Batman soundtrack? And that also featured that was also the 11th studio album of an American recording artist. But who was it? It was Prince. I will also accept Symbol as well if you wrote the Symbol and you managed to kind of do it correctly. But yeah, the answer to question number 6 was Prince. And I'd never really listened to those songs really, other than when they were in the film. But I'll rewatch some of the music videos. They're absolutely mad. Prince actually looks more like the Joker than any of the Jokers have ever been in any of the Joker films. He looks incredible, but he's only got like the half mask on. He looks great. Yeah, it was definitely worth checking out those music videos on YouTube after this quiz. Obviously not now. Yeah, so Prince was the answer to number 6. Question number 7. I'm Gonna Love Me Again is a 2019 Oscar-winning collaboration by Taron Egerton and Elton John. The song was the new kind of song that Elton John wrote for Rocket Man, and yeah, it was the song won the Oscar that year for last year's Oscars. Yeah, Prince was feeling his joke fancy. Yeah, yeah. The video for Bat Dance is brilliant. It's definitely worth checking out the video for Bat Dance. With you there, Jamie. So, question number 8: Cool Runnings, The Lion King, Kung Fu Panda, True Romance, and Inception. Probably is best known there for True Romance and Inception. Other less known things that he's done is also the Simpsons movie. He also did the theme song for Going for Gold, as well as doing much more high-profile stuff like The Dark Knight and you know, most of Christopher Nolan stuff. But the composer I was looking for there, possibly, arguably, number one in the game of composers who work at the moment, up there with John Williams, I'd say. Question number 8, the answer is Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer. Who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I? Anyway, I digress. So Hans Zimmer was the answer to question number 8. Yeah, the True Romance thing, I love that theme. It's probably one of the most ripped off themes recently. As soon as people have rediscovered that film, he's been getting ripped off left, right, and centre for that theme. But anyway, moving on to question 9. I've got to be very strict here with sequels. So you've got to have got the right sequel here, as it's obviously, you might have got this one. So Pharrell Williams' hit song Happy features in what animated feature film? It features in Despicable Me 2. Not 1, definitely doesn't feature in number 1, doesn't feature in Minions, or doesn't feature in number 3. Happy features in Despicable Me 2. So there we go. So you must have written Despicable Me 2 to have got a point on that one. I'm not accepting Despicable Me 1. But when that song was released, it was, I think, in this country, I think it was the most downloaded song of all time when it was released. So there you go. Question number 10. I think that's in the UK, actually. In the UK, it was the most downloaded song of all time. Question number 10. Saturday Night Fever features an original soundtrack with music by the Bee Gees. What song do Tony and Stephanie dance to in their climatic competition performance? Well, it wasn't actually a fast song. You'd think it would be a fast song just by what you think. But I rewatched it and I was like, oh yeah, it was a real slow kind of ballad, wasn't it? It was a lovely song, great moment, and you know, it was, you know, proper cinematic moment. It was More Than a Woman. More Than a Woman. I'm not allowed to sing anymore. I'd rather get sued. Just for you singing badly, not because of copyright reasons. So there we go. How did everyone get on to that round there? So number 10, the answer again was More Than a Woman for question number 10. How did everyone get on in their music round for You Know the Score? What's the name of that round? How did everyone get on in the music round? Oh, 14 out of 20 there by James, Bob, Vance. Good stuff. So Bob Vance is the team. What's it? Bob Vance Refrigeration. Okay, James. You got 14 out of 20 in that round. Well done. 6 for Kane got 5 out of 10 on that round. Well done. Oh, the Psychos got 8 out of 20 there. Okay. Phoebe, the Warburtons got 7 out of 10. Very good. Oh, Ben, is it Team BS again this week? Is it? Got 8 there. Well done. Very good. Oh yeah, you're Quizzed Harry. Sorry, you're Quizzed Harry, aren't you? I forgot about that. Sam James, yeah, the James family got 4. Not bad. James family and Abby. Okay. And then the Quarantinos got 14 out of 20 using their Joker card there. Well done. Oh, Rod Kimball, 9 out of 10. I think we've got a runaway lead here with the Rod Kimballs. Cool, smashed it, 9 out of 10. Wow. Oh, wow. And then Mark, when Harry met Callie, they've got 9 points. Danny got 8 out of 10 there. Shame, Danny. Oh, well. We'll move on to round 3. Hopefully everyone kind of picks up from there. Oh, you got 3 out of 10. Okay, sorry about that, Danny. Sorry about that. We'll move on from that. We won't dwell on the fact you got 3 out of 10. Anyway, so round 3 is called the Quizarty Kit. So this was the sports round. Let's see how you get on. So the first question in the sports round was South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone star in what 1998 hybrid sports comedy? The hybrid word in there was the big clue to there for you. This is Nick Metson's favourite film. It is Basketball. Well done to those of you who managed to write base in capital letters and ball in lowercase. You won't get any extra points, but you can pat yourself on the back for that. Well done. Basketball was the answer to question number 1. Question number 2. Darren Aronofsky's The Wrestler sees which actor play Randy the Ram Robinson in the lead role? Well, Darren Aronofsky, he's also probably best known for Black Swan. And when he was originally writing The Wrestler, the Black Swan storyline was actually originally part of The Wrestler. So his girlfriend, rather than being Marissa Toromi's kind of stripper, or should I say, yeah, she's working in, yeah, she was working in a strip club. She was actually a dancer at a strip club in the actual film The Wrestler. But that was originally meant to be part of the storyline from Black Swan. So she was originally meant to be a ballerina, and he then changed it into 2 separate films because he felt the storyline was too intense on both sides. So she thought, let's do 2 different films here, one about a wrestler, one about a ballet dancer, instead of one who someone who works as a lap dancer. So there we go. A little bit of trivia there for you. And the answer for that is Mickey Rourke. So Mickey Rourke plays Ram the Ram Robinson in The Wrestler. Mickey Rourke, the answer for number 2. Question number 3. In Mike Bassett, England manager, what is the final score against Mexico? Well, in the dressing room at half-time, when Mike Bassett is effing and blinding all over the place, and it's basically like beep, 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 with the blowing out of him swearing. They were losing 2-0 at the time, and they went out at half-time. They carried on playing, and England lost 4-0 against Mexico. So England lost against Mexico 4-0. Question number 4. In 2017's tennis biopic Bjorg McEnroe, who played the role of John McEnroe? That was Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf played the John McEnroe in the tennis epic Bjorg McEnroe. Question number 4. Question number 5. What Clint Eastwood directed rugby epic stars Morgan Freeman and Matt Damon? That is Invictus. Invictus is the answer to number 5. Question number 6. Bend It Like Beckham features an early performance by which Pirates of the Caribbean star? She also starred in, as an even earlier big role for her, she did star in Star Wars Episode 1. But then she went on to do this, and I think it was wasn't The Descent. It was another one when she was underground in a cave. Forget what that one's called. But anyway, the actress I was looking for from the Pirates of the Caribbean films was Keira Knightley. Keira Knightley is the answer to number 6. Question number 7. Who plays as Adonis, aka Donnie Creed, in the Rocky spin-off movies, the Creed 1 and Creed 2? That was Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. Make sure you've got that B in there, because it wasn't the guy from Space Jam. It was the guy from Fantastic Four. So Michael B. Jordan is the answer to number 7. Question number 8. The Damned United is a story of Brian Clough's 44-day reign as the coach of what football club? That was Leeds United. Leeds United is the answer to question number 8. Question number 9. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, is a quote from what sports movie? Well, technically the answer is in the quote there. It was Dodgeball. Dodgeball was the answer to number 9. Question number 10. A little bit of a trick question here. Well, not really a trick question. It's probably the other way around. You may have got this one right, even if you didn't know what the answer was. You may have written down a filler in there to hopefully get you to the answer and you didn't get it. But what character does Bill Murray play in Space Jam? He plays the same character he plays in Zombieland, which is Bill Murray. Bill Murray played Bill Murray. He played himself. So there we go. That was the answer to number 10. Yeah, he played himself again in Zombieland and ended up getting shot. Right, so how's everyone getting on then? So we're at the halfway point now. We're on 30, possibly 40 points. So put your current scores in the comment section. How are you doing? So remember, you're either going to be out of 30 points or out of 40 points. So your Quizzed Harry currently on 4. I got 4 on that last round. Well, that's not 4 overall. Good stuff. So yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Oh, poor Joker usage. No, that wasn't too bad. To get scoring 6 on that's still a good round. Don't worry. Don't worry, the Jameses. It's all going good. Oh, 28 overall. Right, let's see this. So we've got the Warburtons on 18. Oh, when Harry met Callie. Was that 9 for that round or 9 overall? Okay. James, my choice of joke around the wife stormed out. Sorry about that, James. Team name now, JLB credit. Okay. And he's on 13 out of 30. The Psychos are on 17 out of 40. Quarantino's got 6 out of 10 on that round, and that's probably your weakest round there because obviously sports films probably isn't your round. Oh, George, 30 out of 30. I smell a bit of Team BS there. Or just BS, should I say. 34. Cool. Out of 40, then I'll take it. If it's out of 34, then that's could be a top score. No, I said too soon. 31 overall, very good. Tim Core. So Rod Kimball on 36. So the halfway point, it looks like Rod Kimball's in the lead at the moment. Well done, everyone. Keep those scores coming in. Grab yourself a drink, everyone. We're at the halfway point. So just chill out for a little bit. We'll have a little drink. Yeah, keep those scores coming in. If you're on Zoom and then you're doing a screen share, everyone put your drinks up to screen now. We'll take a little toast together. Everyone take a photo. If you're doing all on Zoom doing a screen share, get me up as well. We'll do a little cheers, everyone. You ready? We'll do it on 5. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, don't forget to tag any funny answers or any photos that you take today on the Lock-In Pub on Instagram. So search for the Lock-In Pub on Instagram and tag me in any good photos in your stories and I'll repost them. Yeah, we're at the halfway point now. So we've got music every week from Pulp Friction. They're a UK-based Tarantino tribute band, and they are quality. I do want to see them live. We can go and see live music again. They do like all the songs from the Tarantino films live, and they look incredible. So yeah, I'm definitely checking them out afterwards. But that was Pulp Friction there, kindly providing me with some of their music. All right, hopefully you've all had a nice little rest there, and we're going to go into the 4th round. So here we go. So let's just a quick recap before we go in of how we're doing the scores. So Rod Kimball, that's Tim, Serena, Mo, Nikki, Tilly, and Charlie are currently in the lead with 36 points. Whoa, go on, my bro. There we go. 36 points. Good stuff. Currently in 2nd place is When Harry Met Callie. That is Claire. Claire obviously helping out the team this week because Claire wasn't playing last week. With Claire with Mark, Sophie, Dara, George, Harry, and Callie. I think Callie obviously as well. Couldn't read you right there. And in 3rd place currently are the Warbies. That is Phoebe, Peter, Lorna, and Matt. Congratulations. So the halfway point, you're coming 3rd. Smashing it. Well done, the Warbies. Good stuff. Always playing. You're never usually on top. So here we are at the top this week, Warbies. Well done. Right. So here we go. So Elaine and Neil Kelly on 26 points. Well done to you. Let's keep those scores coming in. Right. So in filmmaking, I do remember chatting to you about this. That is your favourite film. I haven't watched that film in years. I haven't watched that since I was a kid. I will have to give that a rewatch just after you keep telling me about it, Ben. So yes, I will give that a rewatch, The Iron Giant. But the film that I need to watch first, though, as my mum keeps telling me I need to watch it, is The Gentleman. So as soon as that comes out on any streaming platform, I will be watching that. But anyway, moving on to round 4. So this round is called, This Round is Based on a True Story. So this round is technically a history round, as all of the questions are based on movies inspired by true events, like biopics or historical reenactments. But do not be fooled by all films that claim to be based on true events, as both Fargo and the Blair Witch Project are absolute Bollocks. If you know your pop facts from your pulp fictions, then play your Joker card now. So if you think that you're good with biopics or any films based on a true story, then play your Joker card now. Let's see, anyone playing their Joker card in this round? Films based on a true story. You never know, you could get your answers right on this one, even if you haven't actually watched the film, because then again, it's happened in real life. There we go. So Danny, playing the Joker card, good to see. Now, Jamie, I don't mean the Buffy episode, The Gentleman, but yeah, that's very good knowledge. I don't actually remember any names of any TV, like individual episode names, other than the Breaking Bad episode, IFT. And those of you who remember what IFT stands for, then you'll know why I remember that episode name. But other than that, I don't remember any episode names. So there we go. So right, so anyone playing the Joker card? Just one person, just Danny. Okay, then he's obviously thinking I need to make up the points quickly. So here we go then. So we're going to get started on this round is based on a true story round. So right, here we go. Question number 1. Which star played themselves in a biopic based on their own life titled The Greatest? So I'm after the person who played themselves in their own biopic. Here we go. So here we go again. Question number 1. Which star played themselves in a biopic based on their own life titled The Greatest? Just a clue here for you. Imagine how big that person's ego must be if they'd been, I want to play myself in my own film and I want to call the film The Greatest. So there you go. There's a massive clue there for you. Question number 2. Martin Scorsese's The Aviator sees Leonardo DiCaprio play which business magnate, investor, record-setting pilot, engineer, filmmaker, and philanthropist? So who does Leonardo DiCaprio play in The Aviator? That's what I'm after. Question number 2 again. Martin Scorsese's The Aviator sees Leonardo DiCaprio play which business magnate, investor, record-setting pilot, engineer, filmmaker, and philanthropist? That was question number 2. Question number 3. What 2 characters did Tom Hardy play in the 2015 film Legend? Question 3 again. What 2 characters did Tom Hardy play in the 2015 film Legend? Question number 4. Who directed the Roman epic Spartacus, starring Kirk Douglas and Laurence Olivier? Question number 4 again. Who directed the Roman epic Spartacus, starring Kirk Douglas and Laurence Olivier? I did have to add in the actors there because there have been some other terrible remakes of that film, so I did have to add that in just to specify. Not that anyone would ever remember the other ones, but there we go. Question number 5. Which 3 actresses star as the group of women who take on the head of Fox News' 2019 film Bombshell? So this is only worth 1 point this round, this question, but I want to know the 3 actresses who starred in the movie Bombshell. Question number 5, one more time. Which 3 actresses star as the group of women who take on the head of Fox News in the critically acclaimed 2019 film Bombshell? Question number 6. Tom Hanks played in the 2013 film Saving Mr. Banks? Question number 6 again. Tom Hanks played which film producer in the 2013 film Saving Mr. Banks? Question number 7. Orson Welles, Timothy Spall, Gary Oldman, Christian Slater, and Brendan Gleeson have all played which real person on screen? I'll go through those names again as there's some big heavyweight actors in there. Orson Welles, Timothy Spall, Gary Oldman, Christian Slater, and Brendan Gleeson have all played which real person on screen? Question number 8. The 2014 film Imitation Game is a biopic of which British mathematician and logician? Question number 8 again. The 2014 film Imitation Game is a biopic of which British mathematician and logician? Question number 9. Who has played Tony Blair in 3 separate films, including The Queen, The Special Relationship, and The Deal? So none of these films are connected at all, but he's just played the same character 3 times in 3 separate movies. So who has played Tony Blair in 3 separate films, including The Queen, The Special Relationship, and The Deal? The Queen obviously being the most famous one out of those there. Although The Special Relationship and The Deal, Tony Blair was the main character in both of those, but The Queen is the most famous out of those 3 films. So if you've seen it, have a think. And finally, question 10 in round 4. Julia Roberts won her only Oscar for the portrayal of what real-life character? Question number 10 again. Julia Roberts won her only Oscar for the portrayal of what real-life character? There we go, everyone. So that's the end of round 4. So just one more round to go. So those of you who haven't used your Joker card, then you've obviously got to play it on this round. So here we go. So round 5 is called the Big Kahuna Round. Now, I like nothing more than watching a movie, sat in a big comfy chair, stuffing my face full of popcorn, which isn't exactly a pleasant thing to watch. But on the other hand, movies have made some iconic mouth-watering moments. This round will feature some questions about some of them. And if you have yet to play your Joker card, then this is the final round and it'll be worth double points for you. Those of you who've already used your Joker card, tough luck, you've already used it. So there we go. So Nick's playing the Joker card, good to see. Oh, you want to recap of round 4? Sorry, I'll give you a quick recap of round 4. Sorry, hang on, I'll give you a quick recap again of round 4. I do apologise there, Mark. So round 4, quick recap again, sorry. Which star played themselves in a biopic based on their own life, titled The Greatest? Question 2 was, who did Leonardo DiCaprio play in Martin Scorsese's The Aviator? Question 3 was, what 2 characters does Tom Hardy play in Legend? Question 4, who directed the Roman epic Spartacus? Question 5 were the 3 actresses who star in Bombshell. Question 6 was the name of the film producer in Saving Mr. Banks that Tom Hanks played. Question number 7, Orson Welles, Timothy Spall, Gary Oldman, Christian Slater, and Brendan Gleeson have all played which real person on screen? Question number 8, the The 2014 film Imitation Game is a biopic of which British mathematician and logician? Question number 9 was who has played Tony Blair in 3 separate films? And question number 10, Julia Roberts won her only Oscar for the portrayal of what real-life character? So there we go. So that's a quick recap of round 4. But on to the Big Kahuna Round, which is our food and drink round. So just as I said before, this round is all based on questions based on food and drink and restaurants and places which you would eat or ways of eating that you see in movies. So if you love your fictional foods, if you love your fictional restaurants, then you've yet to play your Joker card, then play your Joker card now. So Nick playing a Joker card, good stuff. Right, I've already given you a little recap of this, so we'll go for it, go straight in for the final round now here, everyone. So are you ready for this week's final round? Here we go, food and drink, everyone, here we go. Question number 1. What is the name of the restaurant in Pixar's Ratatouille named after Remy's hero? So I'm not after the one that's obviously at the end of the film, named after Ratatouille. I'm after the one that he works at the majority of the film. So where does Remy mostly work in that film? Question 1 again. What is the name of the restaurant in Pixar's Ratatouille named after Remy's hero? Question number 2. When Harold and Kumar get the munchies, what hamburger restaurant do they go to? Question number 2 again. When Harold and Kumar get the munchies, what hamburger restaurant do they go to? And it's also named after the sequel as well. Question number 3. You wanted cake, you got cake. From what family film? I'll repeat that quote again. You wanted cake, you got cake. Now eat it. What family film does that come from? Question number 4. 2014's movie Chef sees the lead character leave his job as a top chef in a restaurant and owning a food truck. But what nationality's cuisine does he serve in his food truck? Question number 4 again. In the film Chef, the lead character leaves his job as a top chef in a restaurant and then he sets up his own food truck. But what nationality's cuisine does he serve in that food truck? That was question number 4. Question number 5. In Silence of the Lambs, what did Hannibal Lecter say he ate with a census taker's liver? Now, he said 2 things to this. I want both of them, please. I'll repeat the question again. In The Silence of the Lambs, what did Hannibal Lecter say he ate with a census taker's liver? And you've got to be precise with the exact type of both of them. Because there's 2 things you've got to say for that question. Question number 6. In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, so the original one, not the remake, what fruit does Violet turn into when she eats the experimental 3-course dinner gum? Question number 6 again. In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, what fruit does Violet turn into when she eats the experimental 3-course dinner gum? Question number 7. In Pulp Fiction's Jack Rabbit Slims, how much does their milkshake cost? And there's no bourbon in it either. Question number 7 again. In Pulp Fiction's Jack Rabbit Slims, how much does their milkshake cost? All right. Question number 8. The Founder is a biopic of the McDonald's franchise owner, played by Michael Keaton. But what is the founder's name? So what character does Michael Keaton play in The Founder? And it's not Ronald. Question number 8. The Founder is a biopic of the McDonald's franchise owner, played by Michael Keaton. But what is the founder's name? Question number 9. If you are in The Three Broomsticks, The Hog's Head, or The Leaky Cauldron, what foaming beverage would you find? Question number 9 again. If you are in The Three Broomsticks, The Hog's Head, or The Leaky Cauldron, what foaming beverage would you find? And question number 10. Final question of the quiz, everyone. Here we go. Come on. Question number 10. In Home Alone, what is Kevin McCallister's favorite pizza? What's his pizza topping of choice? What's his favorite pizza? Question 10 again. Final question of the quiz. I'll go for a little repeat now. So question number 10. In Home Alone, what is Kevin McCallister's favorite pizza? I'm not after the name of the pizza place. I'm after the style of pizza that he gets. Cool. Right. So a quick recap of the final round. So question number 1 was, what is the name of the restaurant in Pixar's Ratatouille, named after Remy's hero? Question number 2, when Harold and Kumar get the munchies, what hamburger restaurant do they go to? Question number 3, you wanted cake, you got cake, now eat it, is a line from what family film? Question number 4, 2014's movie Chef sees the lead character leave his job as a top chef in a restaurant to owning a food truck. But what nationality's cuisine does he serve in his food truck? Question number 5. In Silence of the Lambs, what did Hannibal Lecter say he ate with a census taker's liver? Question number 6. In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, what fruit does Violet turn into when she eats the experimental 3-course dinner gum? Question 7. In Pulp Fiction's Jack Rabbit Slims, how much does their milkshake cost? Question number 8. The Founder is a biopic of the McDonald's franchise owner, played by Michael Keaton, but what is the founder's name? Question number 9. If you are in The Three Broomsticks, The Hog's Head, or The Leaky Cauldron, what foaming beverage would you find? And finally, last question of the quiz was, in Home Alone, what is Kevin McCallister's favorite pizza? Okay, so we do have a tiebreaker question anyway. So if you do have a draw after these answers, we do have a tiebreaker question. So don't worry about that. I have to admit, I've not seen Chef. It's on my list of films I need to watch. Hence why I wrote a question about it, thinking, it reminded me that I need to watch the film. So there's a few that I need to watch here. But anyway, so we've had a quick recap there. So let's go through the answers for rounds 4 and 5 and find out who this week's winners are. So going back to round 4. So this round is based on a true story. So this was the biopics round, or the round with featuring real people in it, or people playing real people. Or in the case of question number 1, it was someone playing themselves in a film about themselves, titled The Greatest. And the answer to question number 1 in round 4 was Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali played himself in his own biopic. And I think that's rated on IMDb currently, I think it's rated 6. And the Will Smith biopic of Muhammad Ali called Ali, which Will Smith played Muhammad Ali, scored 6.8. So do you want to see the biopic where you got Muhammad Ali actually fighting and actually doing the real punching himself? Would you rather watch Will Smith do it? I don't know. I probably want to watch the Muhammad Ali version now. Now I found out about it, because I didn't know about it until I wrote that question. But anyway, I've seen the Will Smith version now. But moving on to question 2. Martin Scorsese's Aviator saw Leonardo DiCaprio play Howard Hughes. He played Howard Hughes in The Aviator, and Howard Hughes also was a director and film producer as well. He went on to finance lots of big films. I think he did the original version of Scarface, I think was one of his films that he did. So yeah, Howard Hughes. He did a lot of the Howard Hawks films, I think he did. And yeah, a lot of the films which he directed, there's a lot of co-directors in there as well, who are people who I think were actually really directing, and he took the credit for it. But yeah, or at least that's what I thought when I read the credits on IMDb. Anyway, moving on. Question number 3. What 2 characters did Tom Hardy play in the 2015 film Legend? He played the East London gangster twins, the Krays. I will accept Ronald and Reginald Kray. I'll accept Ron and Reggie Kray. I'll accept the Kray twins or the Krays, whatever you've written there. That's good with me. So Tom Hardy played both the Krays in that film. Tom Hardy's played a lot of real characters. He's recently in the Capone film that's just come out, and it's absolutely against. Has anyone seen Capone? Is it any good? I've only heard bad things about it, and I was quite interested because LP from Run the Jewels did the soundtrack for it, but I don't know why he would, because it's a film set back in the day. But anyway, has anyone seen it? Is it any good? Is Capone any good, or has no one seen it? Anyway, I'll move on. Question number 4. Who directed the Roman epic Spartacus, starring Kirk Douglas and Laurence Olivier? That was the late, great Stanley Kubrick, director of other films, including the moon landing. Sorry. Anyway, moving on to question number 5. Which 3 actresses star as the group of women who take on the head of Fox News in the critically acclaimed 2019 film Bombshell? That was Charlize Theron, Nicole Kidman, and Margot Robbie. So Charlize Theron, Nicole Kidman, and Margot Robbie. Officially, you get no half points or third points in this case, or even 6 points if you got half a name on this. There's no such thing on this quiz. Although unofficially, if you're just playing with 2 people on a WhatsApp group, you might want to give yourself a third point there. But I don't know. Officially, I'm not counting it in the YouTube comment section. Right. So moving on to question 6. Tom Hanks played which film producer in the 2013 film Saving Mr. Banks? That was about the making of the Mary Poppins film. And Tom Hanks played Walt Disney. Tom Hanks played Walt Disney. Question number 7. Orson Welles, Timothy Spall, Gary Oldman, Christian Slater, and Brendan Gleeson have all played which real person on screen? Well, Brendan Gleeson is the only Irish person to have ever played this character. Lots of people have gone on to play this character in various TV shows. So you've had, I'm trying to think of some people off the top of my head now. Who played him in The Crown? That was John Lithgow. John Lithgow played him in The Crown. Orson Welles played this character in The Battle of Sutjeska. Timothy Spall played him in The King's Speech. Gary Oldman played him in probably the most famous version of this character, winning an Oscar for his performance in Darkest Hour. Christian Slater played this character in a spoof based on the Hollywood years, and Brendan Gleeson played him in the film Into the Storm. They all played Winston Churchill. So question number 7, the answer is Winston Churchill. So altogether, over 60 different actors have played Churchill in films and TV shows. So crazy. It's not one of the most played people in film. Question number 8. The 2014 film Imitation Game is a biopic of which British mathematician and logician? That is Alan Turing. Alan Turing is the answer to number 8. Sophie saying Captain Phillips. Captain Phillips, what's for the saving Mr. Banks question? On Sir Winston Churchill. Sorry, yes, Sir Winston Churchill for the previous question. You're very right, Sophie. Sorry about that. Question number 8, the answer was Alan Turing. Question number 9, the actor who played Tony Blair in 3 separate films, including The Queen, The Special Relationship, and The Deal. That was Michael Sheen, who plays an unbelievable amount of real people. So in Damned United, the question I did earlier on, he obviously starred in that as well as Brian Clough. He's also recently been in The Quiz on ITV, where he played Chris Tarrant. He was in Frost Nixon as well. He's been in lots of films where he plays real characters. So he's in a lot of biopics. And question number 10, Julia Roberts won her only Oscar for the portrayal of what real-life character? That was Erin Brockovich. That's the answer to number 10. Right, so how are we doing on the 4th round? How's everyone getting on that round there? How are we all getting on? Let's see how you scored in that round, and also include your total score as well in your comments at the moment. So let's see how you're all getting on. $10. Oh, Warby's could be winning this. Oh, Warby's absolutely smashing it this week. Cool. Well done, Warby's. Well done. Well done, the Warby's. Danny got 6 on that round, so 12 out using his joker card. Well done. Nikki. Oh, Rod Kimball got 10. Oh, Nikki, well done. Oh, and Charlie as well. Obviously, Charlie's in that team, and Tilly and Mo. And who's in total? So it's Tim, Serena, Mo, Nikki, Tilly, and Charlie. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. The James has got 10 on that round as well. Cool. A lot of people like that round. 6 of a kind got 8 out of 10. Well done. 30 out of 40. Oh, it's doing very out of 49. Why is it not? It's out of 40, I'd imagine. Anyway, Beauty and the Fee has got 7 out of 10. Marketing got 8. Well done. Doing very well here. Everyone liked that round. Cool. Very good round there for everyone. Cool. So let's see how you got in the final round then, the Big Kahuna Round. So let's see. We've got Big Kahunas in this round then. So the final round is the food and drink round. The first question. So it wasn't after the name of the restaurant at the end of Ratatouille when they open up with Ratatouille the Rat. I was after the one which in the majority of the film. The name of the restaurant in Pixar's Ratatouille was named after Remy's hero, and that is Gusto's. Gusto's is the answer to question number 1. And here's your little bit of inside knowledge about this question. So in Cars 2, when they go to Paris, there in the background there's a little Easter egg where there's gas stoves in the background when they drive past it. So it's spelled slightly differently. It's spelled like gas, like a car. It's obviously got a car as the chef. But in Cars 2, spot the Easter egg of gas stoves in Cars 2. But anyway, question number 1, the answer was Gusto's. That's Gusteau. Anyway, moving on to question 2. When Harold and Kumar get the munchies, what hamburger restaurant do they go to? The sequel's even named after this. It's called the White Castle. The sequel's even called When Harold and Kumar Go to the White Castle. So White Castle is the answer to question number 2. Question number 3. You wanted cake, you got cake. Now eat it. Is a line from Matilda. Matilda. That was Miss Trunchbull to Bruce Bogtrotter when he eats the big old chocolate cake and he stuffs his face with it, which is a really iconic moment. It's a great family film, that. And yeah, I haven't seen that in years, but I used to love that as a kid, that film. Starring Danny DeVito. Yeah, good stuff. Right. And moving on to question 4. 2014's movie Chef sees the lead character leave his job as a top chef in a restaurant, and he starts up his own food truck. And the cuisine that he serves in his food truck is Cuban. He serves Cuban food. Yeah, the film was about his discovery of Cuban food, but I haven't seen it. That's so yeah. But I'm hearing very good things. Question number 8. In Silence of the Lambs, what did Hannibal Lecter say he ate with a census taker's liver? Well, I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Yeah, so fava beans and a nice Chianti is the answer to question number 5. So not just beans, because it could be baked beans, not just a nice glass of red wine. It was a nice Chianti. Nice Chianti. Dan got it word for word. I'm sure he did. And I'm sure that he even wrote afterwards as well. Question number 6. In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, what fruit does Violet turn into when she eats an experimental 3-course dinner gum? Well, she gets rolled out the room by the Oompa Loompas as she's turned into a big old blueberry. Her face goes blue, she all puffs out, and she turns into a blueberry. And she gets rolled out for juicing. Although that word means something completely different now. Anyway, question number 7. In Pulp Fiction's Jack Rabbit Slims, how much does their milkshake cost? Well, at the time, this must have seemed like quite a bit of money, but now it seems quite reasonable. The milkshake cost $5 in Jack Rabbit Slims. It's the $5 shake. And in London, it's closed now, but in London, they used to have a MASH restaurant and they used to have a $5 shake there, which I had. It was £10. £10. And they called it a $5 shake. It was a piss take. But anyway, so yeah. And you're right, Mum, you don't eat a Chianti, it's a wine, you drink it. Hence why I said a glass of red. But anyway, moving on. So moving on to question number 8. The founder is a biopic of the McDonald's franchise owner played by Michael Keaton. But what is the founder's name? Now, this is actually a really good film if you haven't seen it. It's really interesting to hear about how this character snaked a real family business who were called the McDonald's and basically stole their business from them because they created the whole kind of fast turnaround of fast food restaurants. Them the milkshake machines and then basically stole their business from them. But the character's name is Ray Kroc. So Ray Kroc is the answer to number 8. Ray Kroc. Question number 9. If you were in the 3 broomsticks, the hog's head, or the leaky cauldron, what foaming beverage would you find? Those of you who've been to the theme parks would know this very well. You've probably had one. I have. It's very tasty. It is butterbeer. I was, of course, referring to the Harry Potter films there with that. So if you've been in the 3 broomsticks, the hog's head, or the leaky cauldron, they serve butterbeer in them all. And finally, last question of the quiz. In Home Alone, what is Kevin McCallister's favourite pizza? Now, this is Gemma's question of the week. Thank you for supplying this question, Gemma. As it was 7:30 and I was quickly needing one more question. So Gemma supplied this one. And the answer is a plain cheese pizza. Just for me. Yeah, so it's a plain cheese pizza that he eats. No extra points if you wrote from Nero's Pizza, which is their local pizza place, but well done. So here we go. Let's see what the scores are. We do have... so yeah, just do stick around for that tiebreaker, because if there is a draw, we will need it, and I'm pretty sure there is, because I do believe the Warbies were doing very good. Rod Kimball were doing very good at the top there, and I do believe there are a few other good teams at the top there as well. So put your scores in the comment section. Add them all up, everyone. 6 for Kane, got 46 out of 60. Well done. Warbies drawing as well on 46 points as well. Oh, looking good. Oh, so the Psycho's on 28 points. No, not bad, not bad, not bad. Oh, your Quizzed Harry got 41 points in total. Very good score. Well done. A lovely cheese pizza just for me. Yes, you're right, Joey. Danny got 5 in that last round, so 30 overall. Well done. Halfway there. Well done. Good stuff. The Jameses and Abby got 42 points. Well done. That takes you into, in the top there. Well done. That takes you into the top there, the Jameses. Well done. The Quarantinos on 44 points. Elena Neal did 33. Well done. Very good. Thomas Law, 45. Thomas Law, what's your team name? Who's in your team? Do let me know. 45 points. That puts you near the top. So do let me know. And Harry McCallie, 49 points. I do believe that could be a winning score. That could be a winning score. Okay. Rod Kimball on 52 points. My bro. Yeah. Right there, 52 points. Cool. Well done. Well done. Okay, then. James Atkin got 36 points out of 60. Pathetic. Current Vacancy, Chris team partners wanted, inquire within. Okay then. Oh, don't worry, James. Don't worry, James. Obviously, you can spread the word of this quiz as much as you can, everyone. I do appreciate obviously everyone playing and spreading the word about it. But yeah, do send a link around when I do put the link live on Tuesdays, so as the word can spread as much as usual. And so as well, good for being just to, it is very good. I mean, it's it's definitely up there. Definitely beat Danny anyway, isn't that so? Yeah. Sorry, Danny, I shouldn't be mugging you off in the quiz. But anyway, so who wants a tiebreaker question, everyone? Who wants a tiebreaker question? Right, here you go. So those of you who are playing just between themselves and not playing with the people in the comment section, if you're just playing between your own family groups and friend groups, here you go. Here's your tiebreaker question. But anyone who's at the top, is there any runaway leads? Do we need the tiebreaker question for the YouTube comment section? We don't need the tiebreaker question for this week's YouTube comment section. So feel free to put your answers in here all you want. So the YouTube comment section for this question, tiebreaker question this week, as we don't have a draw at the top, feel free to go ahead and put your answers in the comment section for this one now. So it's the only time that I do want you to put your answers in the comment section. So here we go. Are you ready for your tiebreaker question? In Home Alone, that's right, I'm doing another Home Alone question. How much do all the pizzas come to without including the tip? So in Home Alone 1, the opening scene when they get all the pizzas, and the pizza guy's there waiting at the beginning with Joe Pesci at the top, and he's waiting for someone who lives there and someone to pay for the pizzas. How much do all the pizzas come to without including the tip? Now, bear in mind, this is the, was it the early 90s or the late 80s? I forget. I think it was the early 90s. So do bear that in mind when factoring in your answers here, because it was a lot at the time. But how much do all the pizzas come to without including the tip? Okay, then. Right, so there's some good answers in here. I'm not going to say who's writing good answers, but there's some good stuff written in here. No tip. Yeah. Do you want a tip? There you go. That's your little nod to Home Alone 2 there. So yeah, anyone else want to put their answers in the comment section here for this one? Feel free to pop them in. Anyone else? 120 and 67 cents. And that's a real quiz, yeah. Oh, Hot Rod saying $67. The Brits are saying $240. Nat and Steve there, that's good. Okay, anyone else? Any more for any more? Because I'm about to reveal, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to lock in. If you do want to write something in the comment section, here we go. Okay, then we did get a correct answer there in the comment section. Yes, we did. We got 2 correct answers there in the comment section from both James and Jamie. It was $122.50. No tip. So there we go. Damn. There we go, Jamie. There we go, James. Well done for both of you two getting it correct there. Well done. And well done to this week's winners, who I reveal who they will be now. So listen up for who this week's winners are. So in a countdown from... Post-it note. Where is it, Gemma? Come on, you need to be quicker, Gemma. Where's the post-it note? Okay, then. In joint 4th place with 46 points were the Warbies. That's Phoebe, Lorna, Matt, and Peter. The Warbies, who are joint 4th, and they joined with 6 of a kind. That's Nick, Claire, Linda, Rob, Andy, and Emily. Well done to all of you. Well done. Well done. And then in 3rd place... In 3rd place with 47 points were Barden and his inferior men, minus the stinky, dirty turncoat Charlie. Oh, God. So that's Barden, Jay, Sam, Lauren and Beck. Well done to you. And Ellie as well. And Ellie as well. Well done to all of you. Well done. Well done. A better team than this week as well, and they're obviously very bitter with this week's winners. In 2nd place, when Harry met Callie. Yes, I'm sure it was all Callie that got the answers to these questions. This one, that's Mark, Claire, Sophie, Dara, George, Callie, and Harry. Well done to all of you. Well done there with 49 points. But this week's winners, my bro. And sister-in-law, technically as well, were Tilly, Charlie, Nikki, Mo, Tim, and Serena. Well done to this week's winners. Gemma clap. It's not an applause unless you will, but well done, well done, well done. Thank you, everyone, for playing, everyone. That's the end of this week's quiz. Follow me on Instagram at James Fisher TV and the Lock-In Pub on Instagram. I'll be updating you when the next quiz will be, as it might not be next Friday. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But do follow me on the Facebook page as well. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next video, because otherwise it won't be popping up in your feed. So don't forget to like and subscribe, the button, which is down there. Like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you all for playing. And I will see you next time. Thank you, everyone. Good night. I'm just glad it's from play that everyone. I'm just going to see everyone. Thank you, everyone, for playing. I'll see you next time. I say sister-in-law, future sister-in-law. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say anything there. That if those of you thinking something happened there and someone put a ring on it when they didn't catch on, I'm saying future sister-in-law. But anyway, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. And James with the American Office references. Cheers again. See you next time. Good night, everyone. See you next time.